Minasan, konnichiwa. Would you like to learn some useful vocabulary to help you talk about careers in English? Welcome to Jen's Jyugyou. My name is Jen, and today I'm going to teach you 15 useful words that you can use to talk about people's career paths. Career is another word for job. The vocabulary in today's lesson is going to help you talk about your job or anybody else's job. The first expression is to look for a job. So if you don't have a job, you need to find a new job. Begin your job search. The formal way to express the fact that you are looking for a job is the expression seeking employment. Expression number 2 is the different types of jobs that you could be looking for. You could be looking for a part-time job, a full-time job, or a contract position. If you're working part-time, it means that you are working less than 40 hours a week. You're not working the regular 9 to 5 every day. Maybe you have a job working in the service industry at a convenience store or fast food restaurant or working in retail. If you have a full-time job, then you're probably working for a company and your salary will be higher and you are working around 40 hours or more each week. If you have a contract job, it means that you are hired to do a specific task, and then once you've completed your task, you need to find a new job. So if you're in maybe construction, you get a contract with the company to go and do some renovations in a building. Once you finish the renovations, you need to look for your next contract. The third expression is apply for the job. The verb is apply, which means that you are going to submit an application form and make the company aware that you would like to work for them. The verb submit means to give something to someone, to hand something in. And an application form is a piece of paper that you will fill out explaining why you'd like the job, what hours you're available to work, and things like that. Expression number 4 are your resume and cover letter. A resume is also known as a CV. And what this is a piece of paper with all of your work experience and your training and your education written down so that employers can easily see if you have what they're looking for to fill their position. A cover letter is a very short letter that goes on top of your resume, covering your resume, explaining in good sentences who you are, how you found out about the job, and why you're good for the job. It's an extra letter that you can send to your hopefully future employer so that they know a little bit more about you rather than just looking at your resume or application form. Expression number 5 is your interview. Interview is both a noun and a verb. The person who you want to work for will contact you about an interview, which is a meeting between you and a representative from the company to sit down, and they will ask you some questions about why you want to work there, what experience do you have, and things like that. The noun for this meeting that you will have to answer all those questions is called an interview. But what the future employer is doing is conducting the interview. You can also use the verb, he is interviewing you. Expression number 6. If your interview is successful, you will be hired or you will be employed. So if you are hired or employed by someone, it means that that person is giving you a job. Now you work for them. So when you are employed or hired by someone, you become an employee. Employee means a worker for that company. And the person who hired you, your boss, is the employer. right? So employer, your boss, employee, you, because you have been employed by that company. Expression number 7. If you are doing a great job with your company, you might get a raise. Get a raise. This means that you will get a higher salary. You will earn more money at your job. Your position in the company and your job responsibilities do not change. You are just getting more money for doing almost the same work. So to get a raise is an excellent thing. It means you are earning a higher salary. And I wanted to quickly talk about salary and wage. Both of these words mean the money that you get from working, the money that you receive from all of your hard work. But the difference is salary means there is a lump sum of money that you get every single month. Whereas wage means that you are getting paid on an hourly basis. Most part-time jobs are based on an hourly wage, whereas full-time positions usually have a monthly salary. Expression number 9. If you're doing a really excellent job in the company, you could get a promotion. So to get a promotion or to be promoted. So if you are promoted or get a promotion, it means that your position in the company is now higher. You have more responsibilities at work, but you are now getting a higher salary from your company with your promotion. Expression number 10 is to get transferred. When you're working within a company, if they say, oh, we have an office abroad means in a different country. So we have this other office abroad and we want you to go and work there instead of working here, you are getting transferred to a different location. So you still have your job and you're still working for the same company, but you're being transferred to a different place. Expression number 11. If you lose your job because you have been a bad employee, you lose your job because your employer no longer wants you to be their employee. In this case, what we would say is that you are fired. Okay? Or more formal language, you have been dismissed or you have been terminated. There's 2 slang words for this. One of them is to get the axe, and the other one is to get sacked. Fired, dismissed, terminated, to get the axe, or to be sacked all means that you lost your job because you were not a good employee. Our next expression is also connected to losing your job. It is to be laid off. If you are laid off, it also means that you have lost your job, but it is not your fault. And when you were let go from the company, you were not the only one. There were other people from the same company who all lost their jobs at the same time. The reason why you've lost your job in this case is not because of something that you have done. It's because the company does not have enough work for all of its employees to do anymore. Maybe the company's having some kind of financial difficulty, so they need to let some of their employees go. You can also use 2 other words for laid off, which is downsized and made redundant. So if someone says, I can't believe I was downsized at work, or I can't believe I was made redundant after 21 years of working for this company. Those expressions mean that they have been laid off and lost their job, not because of any fault of their own. Expression number 13 is also to finish your job, but this case, it is your choice to leave your job. So you can say, I quit my job, or if you want to be more formal, I resigned from my company. To resign or to quit your job means that maybe you found a better position at a different company and you want to work there instead. You need to finish your current job before you can start the new one. So you quit your job or you resign from your position. Expression number 14. If you do not have a job, you have been fired or let go, or you quit and you're looking for another job, you are unemployed. Before I talked about when you get the job, you are employed and you are an employee. So if you don't have a job, you are unemployed. Another expression to be unemployed is to be out of work. And a more polite or euphemistic way of saying this expression is, I am between jobs. Unemployed, out of work, or between jobs means you don't have a job. And finally, expression number 15, to be retired. If you are retired, it means that you don't have a job anymore and you're never going to look for another job. You are completely done working for the rest of your life and you can enjoy yourself now. Retired means you are done working for the rest of your life because you have become old enough and have saved up enough money to stop working. So today you learned more than 15 different expressions to help talk about careers and career paths in English. And now it's time for question of the day. Today's question is, please tell me about your career. Let me know about your career in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it useful, please subscribe to Jen's Jyugyou so you don't miss any English lessons. And give this lesson a thumbs up. Mina, benkyo, ganbatte ne! Ja ne!